Listen, what we saw today obviously is unlike anything that we've ever seen. And we're all trying to figure out the immediate ramifications of this. President Zelensky is still in the United States. We'll see if he stays. Is there any way that he gets invited back to the White House before he has to go back to Ukraine?
I mean, I think there are all these frantic calls going out right now. I don't see how that happens while he's here right now. I don't think it's a, kind of dead in the water. I do think that cooler heads will prevail. I think President Trump does really want this deal, Katie. My understanding is he was talking to people this morning. He wasn't only excited about what it could do for the United States and all the mineral wealth, but he also thought this was a way to help Ukraine in the sense that the Americans would be in there, they'd have this commercial cooperation, and then that would kind of send a message to the Russians, don't mess with the Ukrainians. But I do agree with what Jake said today. Even though it was inartful, it was an inarticulate, whatever they were saying to him, the job was for Zelensky. This was a make or break moment to come in and just do what he had to do. And he wasn't able to do that because why? He doesn't want to take just any deal. The man said he would resign if it meant peace, but it can't mean a ceasefire. It has to mean a lasting peace. And I do think he was baited a little bit. And I think that, they're putting all this on Zelensky. You're causing World War III. It's not for the Ukrainians to stop World War III. It's for the Ukrainians to stop advances by Russia. And that's what he's trying to do.
Oh, it's for NATO to stop World War III if it's going to get started by Russia. That's right. Why NATO was established.
Well, I mean, it's not just on the mineral wealth. It's on everything he's doing. He says that China is this focal point of his foreign policy. But whether it's the gutting of the government, abandoning Europe, USAID, it's all this soft power. And it's really making America weak, more vulnerable, having less influence on the world stage. And these countries were already hedging their bets. If they stopped seeing America as reliable and say, I might as well go with China, who's predictable, then that really weakens the U.S. further. So I think it's both economic and political.
And just in the last couple minutes, Congressman Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania is the third Republican to come out and say that they're not happy with what they witnessed. In fact, he called it heartbreaking to witness. Elise, just one final thought on Republicans in Congress. Is this the new order, that whatever Donald Trump says goes, no matter if it's anathema to what they formerly believed?
I mean, I think we've already been seeing that happen. I think it's going to continue. And I do think it's really going to be to Europe to stand by Zelensky right now. And we'll have to see if America gets nervous about that. But I do think we're going to see the Republicans continue to talk against Zelensky and in favor of what Trump did.